There are few books that make me choke up and cry, and there are even fewer children's books that make me choke up and cry. But Malala's Magic Pencil is one of those. And um, not that Malala Yousafzai, the Nobel Peace Prize winner and the epitome of courage who survived being shot for her view that women should be educated and that little girls matter just as much as little boys by the Taliban, needs my praise or my accolades, but I wanted to share with you the emotional impact that reading this book had on me the other night. My daughter is around 7 and she has been getting better and better at reading, and she chose this book, and I've read it to her in the past and it has choked me up in the past before. But the other night, hearing her reading the words that were written by Malala Yousafzai about herself when she was around the age my daughter is now, and how she wished for a magical pencil so that she could make things better for herself in small ways, to have an extra hour to sleep in, to grow flowers, to have the scent overcome the smell of the dump they lived near. But then how she grows grows and matures in her understanding and wants to use her magical pencil that she wishes for more people's benefit, for the benefit of the young children that were scavenging in the dump when she took trash there once, that they needed to pull pieces of metal from it to feed their family. Talking about that with my daughter, about how there are children for whom that is real, is really tough. And talking about how, even though Malala in this book does not explicitly say so, when her voice becomes so powerful the Taliban try to silence her, she leaves that unstated and uses a dark um, black page with white text that my daughter said, "Ooh, pretty contrast to the dark and the white." And I asked her if she remembered, because we talked about it before, what happened that the bad men, the dangerous men, did to try and silence her. And I had to tell her that they shot her and that she survived. And that's why there's a picture of her in the hospital. Um, and in the past, we've talked about how Daddy went there once to try and fight bad men like that, to try and make things better for people and for little girls. And I have to live with the outcome of that, of the horror of what happened in Afghanistan and how we failed in that mission ultimately. Um, but hopefully, we planted some seeds with some people that were nudged towards that, and that may still yet grow. And even though the withdrawal from Afghanistan was chaotic and painful as it was, and I still have friends with little girls that are stuck there, and I know those are only emblematic of some of the little girls around the world that face such challenges. Hopefully, there is some value in the work that we did. Um, Also, with a volunteering organization I worked with Team America Relief, trying to make things less chaotic and bring some relief to people in Afghanistan through a variety of ways, making it less dangerous to get to a position of better safety, trying to add food relief. And that mindset of making things a little bit better, even in the face of things how that can be really, really bad, is what I use to cope with the challenge and the sense of overwhelm that I sometimes feel, like when reading the children's book to my daughter about how reality can be sometimes. And it paired very nicely with another book that I've just finished, Doing Good Better, written in 2015, very much intended for grown-ups. And I probably do a full review of this, but what I really take away from it is the fact that if my family is able to allocate 3% of our income and commit that to giving to the most effective charities, we could do things like save a life by putting enough anti-malarial bed nets over children, or to deworm thousands of children so that they can have better educational outcomes, or double the income of 15 people in extreme poverty. And that we have the capability to make the world better very concretely if we explore the right way to do it and spend in that way, or act to make the world better. So that is how I am trying to orient my thinking and take solace and comfort and motivation from the example of people like Malala Yousafzai and the possibility that they show that one voice can really help change the world. Thank you.